Hello, welcome to the Roy Rogers channel with your host, Roy Rogers. Segment 2 is about IVs and EVs. What are they exactly? And what's the difference between IVs and EVs? Well, simple. IVs are what the Pokemon is inherited. You can't change it. You cannot change the IVs. No matter what you do, IVs will remain the same. That's what the Pokemon was genetically increased with. The highest amount of IVs you can get is 31. I would prefer you also read this too. The highest number of IVs is 31. 31 is really good, and actually not really good. Proficient. 31 is proficient. You want to try to get 31 as much as possible. Or at least a number close to 31. At a number close to 0, you might not want to use it. Kind of like this HP stat. Of course, I'm not going to use this Krabby in tournaments, but I just wanted to show you that. Now, let's move on to EVs. Okay, EVs. What are they exactly? Well, EVs are stats you can actually change. Now, I would prefer that you use your EVs wisely. You have a total, you might want to write this down. You have a total of 510 EVs you can use. The maximum you can put on each stat is 252. So you can only put 252 on 2 stats. I need my calculator here. Yeah, so 504. So you used up 504. The maximum you have is 510 EVs you can use. So you have 6 more EVs to spare. And I would prefer that you have a mathematical calculator. Since I'm from Texas, I'm a little biased. I actually bought a Texas Instruments calculator, so yeah. I'm just a little biased on my calculators. Like about 90% of my calculators that I use are Texas Instruments. Okay, let's go back on topic. Now, what the heck are EVs? I prefer you read this. Now, I'll teach you a way how to not use your vitamins, and you can use more likely a Pokemon for your EVs. What happens if defeating one poke could be your speed EV instead of using a vitamin? That would be good, right? Like, here's a good example. Rattata. If you ever beat a Rattata, you will gain +1 on the speed. But however, if you have the Macho Brace, then, yes, the Macho Brace, and I'll show you where to get the Macho Brace in a minute, but here's, give it to the Pokemon EV train, and then it times, then take this +1, times it by 2, and that's going to be your EV. Now, I think you all are prepared for the adventure. Are y'all ready for it? Alright, let's get out of this studio. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut myself off. Let's get out of this studio, is what I said. Alright. Now, let's get out of this studio. And before we go anywhere, I'm going to go ahead and show you something. Okay, now I'm going to show you some berries to help you be able to lower down your EV. If your EVs ever go accidentally a little higher than usual, like if you accidentally added a special attack EV and you're not supposed to do that, and you were not supposed to do, let's just say if you accidentally improve an EV that you don't want to, then you can buy a reversal berry. I'll tell you what berries they are. Also, if you look at the FAQ, you will see a little graph here. But I'm going to show you the picture, because I know some of you all may want to know the pictures of all the berries. So the Pompeg berry minuses down the HP. You might need to buy a couple of berries in order for it to go down a little lower, if you don't want to increase the HP. The Kelpsie berry, minus attack. Qualot berry, minus defense. Houndew berry. And the Grappa berry, minus special defense. I'm not sure if I said Houndew berry. If I didn't say it, minus special attack. And Tomato berry, which is minus speed. Now, knowing this, let's go in the wild. And I would suggest you would put your Krabby over there. Welcome back, guys. Okay. I want to improve its attack IV. I'm going to go down here to this ladder, and over here there's supposed to be 100% encounter rate of Paris. When I mean Paris, I mean this little bug. Now, let's look up this little bug in the Pokemon Dictionary, or Pokedex. Okay. This is usually how you do it. Okay. You'll gain 1 attack IV. However, thanks to the Macho Brace, you will get ×2 attack EV yield. So you will gain 2 attack EVs. Watch. I want you to see my attack EV rise. Now, thanks to the Macho Brace, I have 2 attack. I can keep going on and on about this. Oh, and by the way, there's this tiny mushroom over. Touch the rock by clicking Z. The tiny mushrooms over here, and there's a big mushroom right over. If I can just give me the extra attack EV, okay, and just leave me alone. Okay. Over here, touch this rock and touch that rock, and you will get big mushrooms. The more Parises, the more attack EVs you'll get. The more Parises you knock out. Okay. I'll stand right next to this lady, and I will be right with you. Welcome back. Okay. Well, okay. The next Pokemon, if you want to get an EV, you'll have to look at the EV thing, and then just go to its location. So yeah. So anyway, yeah, the EVs are not as hard as IVs. IVs you have to breed. You have to breed like a Pokemon with 31 IVs and another Pokemon with 31 IVs. In the IVs that you want to have 31. Also would like to say this. That if you want your Pokemon's nature, like I mentioned in my first video, if you want to keep your Pokemon's nature like the parent, then make that parent hold Everstone, and it will boost up its likeliness to do that. And another thing is that with the daycare, I just have to say something about the daycare. Make sure that your pokes don't gain levels. I mean, they won't really be able to. I don't think they'll be able to breed. And not only that, but also you'll lose some of your moves. And yeah, that's why I don't recommend gaining experience at the daycare. So I just wanted to say that. Yeah, and that is about it. Yeah, we got to go out of the studio for a little while. So yeah. And stay tuned for part 3, and that's why I'm not ending the video right now. So stay tuned.